Hi patrons, I am here with a special class just for you. This is actually a little taste of the cardio class that I do. I developed a cardio class because I really felt like I needed to improve my cardio, and at the time that I developed it, I was actually having a goal of losing weight. And that doesn't necessarily have to be your goal either. And this class isn't designed to make you lose weight because of course everyone's body is different, everyone's goals are different. It all depends on what your goals are and what you're working towards and how you're doing that, of whether you'll actually lose weight or not. But for me, that was actually why I developed the class. But also it was to kind of get a way to move a lot more, because I feel like we tend to concentrate so much on drills, which is good, but we don't tend to have fun as much as we should in our dance classes. So I actually developed this cardio class so that we could have fun. It's more about just moving and dancing rather than getting the movements exactly perfectly correct. It's more about, let's just string together a couple of moves into a combo and then just dance it. And that's basically what this came out of. And then also because I actually really hate doing a lot of the what I call stupid exercises. So things like going to the gym. I still go to the gym, I still do push-ups and sit-ups and all that stuff, but I absolutely hate doing them. So I developed this class as a way to kind of shoehorn some of that into there as well. So there's a little bit of strength training in, and then there's also the focus on cardio. I'm not going to do the full hour with you. I'm going to do half of it. So this is just a taste of what it would be like to do a full cardio class with me. So it's not a full cardio. It does start out a little bit on the slow side, but it picks up relatively quickly. And then of course you're moving for an entire hour. There's going to be no point at which I'm going to stop and we're going to break stuff down. I do break down the movements just a teeny tiny bit, but not a whole lot. So it's primarily about the cardio. So if you don't get the moves, or if you're not familiar with the move, it's totally fine. But I want you to really concentrate on the cardio and just moving and having fun. All right, so we are going to go ahead and start. Remember, this is just a half class. So if you want the full class, you need to actually come to the class itself. And this video is going to be, just so that you know, this is actually going to be a video in which I release to the general public at some point. So my patrons are gonna get it first. And normally I do not release my patron videos to the general public because you're paying for exclusive content. But there are some things that I would like to share with the general public, and this class is one of them. So I'm just letting you know this is a special class just for you in the beginning, so you'll get to see it first. But then I'll release it to the general public because this is an extra class. This is in addition to what you're paying for as a patron. I hope you enjoy it, and let's go ahead and get nice and sweaty. All right, we're gonna start with a movement warm-up. Just follow along with the warm-up. We're gonna start with a step touch. So we're gonna go step, touch, and shoulder. And then we're going to bring the arms behind the back. Alright, we're going to take this into a step touch. So just step touch to the front. I am working towards pointing the toes. This is going to help warm up the bottom of our feet as well as the ankle. So the more I try to point my toe, the better this is for the bottom of the foot. And then we're doing a little knee bend. Be careful with your knees. If you have knee issues, you don't have to do the knee bend. And then we'll push into the hip. And then we'll add arms. step, touch, step, touch, step, touch. And then we'll add that little bend in. You're going to get a slightly different warm-up each way. So I like to go back and forth between them. And then you're going to lift the arms and then lift the chest. Lift the chest. Left, 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 left. And then we're going to raise the arms, warming up the side of the body. All right. So we're going to start with the first move. We're actually going to do a triplet step back. So I'm going to walk closer to the mirror. And I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. The hips are optional, but you can do the hips if you like. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. All right, we're going to speed that up full speed. Walk forward, triple step back, walking it forward again, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to add arms, we're going to put in 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, walk it forward, 5, 6, 7, 8. Check in with your posture. 5, 6, 7, 8. Last time. 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to go into double bumps. So double bumps are here. We're going to go bump, 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 bump. So this is cabaret double bumps, not ATS double bumps. Bump, 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 bump. Since we start close to the mirror, we're going to actually back up with the double bumps. Sorry, we'll walk forward with the double bumps. I'm lifting that foot. Bump, bump, using the big muscle in the back. So try it walking forward. There we go. Bump, 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 bump. Go ahead and walk it back. And forward. And back. And then we can push with the arms. So I'm pushing the same direction as the hip. Push, 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 All right. So now we're going to put those two movements together into a little mini choreography. So we're going to come close to the mirror. We're going to start with a triple step going back for 8 counts. Then we can double bump. If you're in a space where you want to walk forward, do that. I'm actually going to stay in place so that I'm right in line so that you can still see what I'm doing. But the idea is that you can walk forward. So starting close to the mirror. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bump. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll walk it forward. So I'll go ahead and walk it forward. Together here. And bump. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And bump. 2, 3, 4. And adding arms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Feel free to drop them if you need to. You can adjust your cardio here. The next thing that we have is actually going to be our interval. So these are the stupid exercises that I hate doing. We're actually going to start with what's called a walking downward dog. So I'm going to come back here quite a ways. We're going to start in downward dog. You're going to hear the song go, and then we're going to walk ourselves into plank, and then walk ourselves into downward dog, and walk out to plank, and keep going back and forth. All right. So I'm in downward dog, and then I'm going to walk myself into plank, and then up into downward dog. Plank, dog, plank, dog, plank, dog, plank, dog, and then go back. So I'm going to go plank, dog, plank, dog, plank, dog, plank, dog, plank, and back into plank, and up into downward dog, down into plank, up into downward dog, down into plank, up into downward dog. Back in the plank. And then come on. All right, and come on up. Okay. So we have another move. We're gonna break down 2 more moves, some mini combos. So you might know this is Turkish. I call it scissor step when I'm actually in cardio. So we're gonna angle, we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, step together, left side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's go faster. Let's start it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If you want to add hips, you can. We're going to go to the next move, which is a twist step. So when we finish, we're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to twist on the right. So this is forward, back, back. Make sure you're releasing the leg open rather than twisting the knee around. And other side, forward, back, forward, back, forward, back, forward, back, forward, back, forward, back. And other side, forward, back, forward, back, forward, back. Make sure you release. Release. The hip is going forward. Other side. All right. Full speed. And forward back, forward back, forward back, forward back. It's easier on Noah Day. Other side. Look for the kiss. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can add a glute squeeze. So you can add that glute squeeze for a little bit more. All right, we're gonna put those two moves together into a little mini combo again. So we're gonna start with that little Turkish or scissor step. So slowly, we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we can start again on that right foot into the scissor step. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Twist. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 7, 8. Twist. So scissor step again. If you want to add a 3/4 shimmy and make it a full Turkish, you can. And then arms, if you want to bring them up for more cardio. One, two. We're gonna hold. Reset with the song. Once you know the moves, you can start adding stuff to it. Hold. Those 4-count breaks and songs are always fun when you're trying to lead something like this. Right. We have another interval coming up. We're going to do boxer bounces. So a boxer bounce is here, right? So we're just light on the feet, letting the arms kind of go. But of course we want to kick it up a notch. If you have knee issues, or if you have plantar fasciitis or shin splints, you can stay here and just kind of jog. You can speed it up if you need more cardio. Otherwise, we're going to start twisting, knee to opposite elbow. Make sure you're breathing. If you need to bring it back just to the regular boxer bounce, you can. Take care of your body. Only gonna do is put these two together, those two combos together into a full combo. So we're gonna start with mirror to mirror, start with our triple step back. Then we'll do double bumps. You can stay in place or walk forward, whichever feels good for you. I'm gonna stay in place for this, and then I'll have to reset close to the mirror. So I'm gonna do our double bump, and then into our scissor step, right? And then into our twist step. All right, are we ready? 5, 6, 7, 8, back, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Triple step back. Triple back. important thing with cardio is to always have a bit of cool down. You never want to just stop your cardio. So we're going to do a little bit of a cool down. We're going to come back to our step touch. Wipe away some of the sweat. And shoulder roll it again. And to the front. We're going to keep the step touch. We're going to breathe in, but we're going to breathe out slow. So the breath is going to be longer on the out. Inhale, exhale, long. Inhale. Remember, we want nice long exhale. We're trying to regulate the breathing here. Inhale, exhale long. Last time, inhale, exhale long. All right, we're gonna do a step together, step touch. We're gonna go step together, step touch, step together, step touch. If you want to add the hips, you can. The point here again is we're slowing our breathing, so if this feels like too much work to you or if it's too fast, just do the step together step. For me, this little bit of a hip circle is actually very therapeutic for my back. It feels really good and it gets into the hip creases. It feels nice to me, so I'm going to go ahead with this little roll, but that's totally optional. And what we're going to do is inhale and exhale. So we're going to inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Last round. Inhale, exhale. All right, we're going to go back to step touch. And then reaching the arms up. Just tapping the foot, bending the knee. Stretching out that side body. Bring the arms down, still step touch. And then we're going to walk the knees. We're going to come to halfway. Stay at halfway. If you feel at any time lightheaded or dizzy, you need to come back up, but do it nice and slow. Stay here until your breathing feels a little bit more normal, and then try to go forward again. Otherwise, you can stay here leaning forward. You should be okay. Breathing. So I'm stretching out this part of the body, which gets super tight with belly dance. And then we're going to go all the way over, nice and slow. If you can't touch the floor, that's okay. You can hold onto your knees or your shins, or if you're ready for it, you can touch the floor. Again, if you feel lightheaded or dizzy, come up, but do it slow. No fainting or puking are my rules for belly dance classes. Walking it back up, we're going to stop it halfway. There's no rush. And then bring it all the way up. Again, nice and slow, no rush. The last thing we're going to do is cross the leg over, drop the right knee, flex the right foot, lift the chest, sink down into a 4 stretch. So you should see a 4 in the legs. Make sure the chest is lifted. You're going to find a spot on the floor and you're going to stare at it until it's like laser beams burning a hole in it. That's how you're going to keep your balance. If you need more of a stretch, you're going to come on over and see if you can touch the floor. If not, that's okay. I'm a little stiff today, so I can't quite reach the floor, but I'm at least attempting it. And then I'm going to come up and we're going to switch sides. So crossing the left over the right, drop the left knee, flex the left foot, lift the chest, sink down into that right leg, finding a spot on the floor to stare at. That's good for your balance. And then when you're ready for it, you can come on over and see if you can touch the floor. and it's okay if you cannot. And also make sure you're honoring your body and realizing that one side is going to be a little bit different than the other, and it's perfectly okay and normal for you to be able to reach the floor on one side but not on the other. Maybe you don't reach the floor on either side, that's totally fine. And then we're gonna release that. Come on, bring a big inhale up, little tiny back bend, and then release it. All right. I hope you enjoyed your little teaser of cardio. Again, thank you so much to my patrons. And if you're not a patron and you're watching this video for free on YouTube, this was a special thing that I did for my patrons so that you could kind of get a taste and see what I do in my cardio class. I'd really like to see more people in cardio. It's a fun class. We go a full hour. It's really intense. Not that it matters, but if you're interested, I tend to have my little fitness tracker on my leg here. And generally speaking, and again, everyone's body is different depending on how hard you go, what your weight is, what your fitness levels are, all of that stuff is gonna vary. But generally speaking, in this hour class, we burn anywhere from 3 to 5 to sometimes up to 600 calories in an hour. That's a lot. So if you're looking for something that can help you with that, this class is great for it. If you're just here to have fun, that's great too. Remember, this is about fitness and having fun, not necessarily about losing weight. Although if that's your goal, this may help you with that because it is a great cardio class. All right, again, thank you so much, and I hope you enjoy your month.